This meeting is
Evening. A very good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all? All right. I gave you this homework of transpose matrix. Did anyone finished it, or did anyone tried it? Okay, yes, done. Yes, ma'am. Yes, great. So, how many of you in the class wants me to discuss that problem here? Guys, respond faster so that I can know from where to start the class. Yes. Okay, if nobody is responding, can I assume that this question is done and I need not discuss it? Okay, done. I have got so far 5 responses as yes. What about the remaining? Kalidas, Kishan, Kishore, Mohan, Richa, Sain, Sandeep, Shekhar, Mani. Okay, great. So I just want to know any person in the class who feels like this question should be discussed at least, not the entire solution, but should be discussed. All right, then let's quickly discuss this question and then we will be good to go to the next problem. As I have said, we should start the matrix problem with the indexing. So I will simply write the indexing of a normal matrix, that is the matrix given to you. So for 1, the indexing is 0, 0. Then for the next number, it's 0, 1. And for the next, it is 0, 2. Similarly, it continues 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, and 2, 2. All right. Now I'm putting the same indexing for the numbers changed. In this changed matrix, 1 is in the same position, yes or no? Yes. So its indexing will remain as 0, 0. 4 is in this position. And earlier 4 was in this position. What was the indexing of 4 in the original matrix? Can anyone tell me? It was 1, 0. Okay, so I will keep here 1, 0 only. I won't change it. I will keep 1, 0. What was the indexing of 7 in the original matrix? I want Sandeep to participate as well. Sandeep, it was your question, right? So do participate. In the original matrix, 7 was in this position and this position indexing is 2, 0. So here 2, 0 will come. Is it clear? Okay. What was the indexing of 2? It is 0, 1. So here it will come as 0, 1. What is the indexing of 5 in the original matrix? It is 1, 1. Okay. What is the indexing of 8? It's 2, 1. Indexing of 3, 0, 2. Indexing of 6, 1, 2, and indexing of 9, 2, 2. Correct. So you would have noticed whatever indexing of your row was here, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, that indexing is now in your column. Yes or no? Sandeep, are you getting this? Here also you can notice that already you know that you are exchanging the rows with the columns, but what is changing? If you notice this particular column, you are getting 0, 0, 1, 0, and 2, 0. That is column number first, and then that is, yeah, row number first, and then the column number, right? Let me just write it. First, it is the row number, and then it is the column number, correct? But here in this particular position, you can see your column number and row number has changed. Firstly, the thing that is coming is your column number, and the next that is coming is your row number. Is it clear? Sandeep, is it clear? Okay, so can you now write the program for this? Can now everyone in the class write the program for this? I'm asking from. Okay, great if you all will be able to write it. Let's move on to the next question for the day. Our next question for the day is, you have been given a matrix. A of m and n, like you can say m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. And respectively, here I will say the numbers here are 3 and 4. This is your matrix, and you need to check if this matrix is a sparse matrix or not. Now, the question is, what is a sparse matrix? A sparse matrix is the one in which number of zeros are either greater than or not equals to, just greater than total number of elements. Here the total number of elements are 12 divided by 2, that is, they are greater than 6. So if you count here the number of zeros, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Total number of zeros are 9, which are obviously greater than 6. Hence, it is a sparse matrix. Is it clear? Everyone is clear with the explanation? What is the question? What is a sparse matrix? Okay. Now, will you try to do this? Can you all try to do this particular problem? Okay. So should I give you all 2 minutes of time, or will you take this as a homework and we should move on to the next problem? Homework, it's not that tough. I'll just explain you all what's the concept behind it. You iterate on every element of this matrix. If it is 0, if A of ij is equal 0, keep a count of it. Okay. And at the end, check if your count is greater than n into m divided by 2. Is it clear to you guys? Okay, as usual, I am seeing very few yes. Okay, great. Let's move on to the next problem. Our next problem is known as rotation of a matrix. That is, you have been given a matrix and you need to rotate it by 90 degree. Rotating it by 90 degree in the sense, the answer you should, and that too in a clockwise manner. I forgot to write it. That too you need to rotate it in a clockwise manner. So when I rotate it, I'll get here. Is everyone able to follow this? I have rotated this matrix by 90 degree. Is everyone able to follow this? Or you can see it in this manner. I'll just point the arrows. This entire row went down. This entire row went up. And similarly, every other element adjusted. I hope everyone is clear. Okay, great. So now I want you all to first try if you can try rotation of a matrix on your own. If you are not able to figure it out, then I'll be helping you. Is it clear on my end what I'm asking you all to do? Great. So take 5 minutes of time, focus on the indexing part and tell me if you are able to come up with a solution, okay? So I'll just stop sharing my screen as of now. I'll wait for 5 minutes for you guys to respond and then we will proceed. For reference, you can refer to the screen also. Good try, Bhuvnesh. Try some other ways as well. think of a situation where some interviewer asks you to rotate it by 180 degree. What will you do in that case? All right, guys. So did anyone figure it out what the solution can be? Yes, guys. Did anyone figured out what the solution can be? Okay, if no one has yet, last row is first column, correct? Obviously, it is rotating by 90 degree, so last row will be first column. We need to find some logic here. Let me write the indexing here. Just give me a minute. Again, I'm writing 1 0, 1 1, 1 2, and the last row will be 2 0, 2 1, and 2 2. As we did in the previous question, the transpose, we were just replicating here the indexes. What is the indexing of 7 in this specific matrix? In the original, this is original. This is rotated. Sai, if you want to share the piece of code, you can just copy the entire code and paste it on the Telegram channel. I'll see it. It is 2 0. What is the indexing of 4 in the original matrix? 1 0. Indexing of 1 0 0. Correct. Continue the same. Tell me the remaining for 8. It is 2 1. For 5, 1 1. And for 2, it is 0 1. Okay. Now for 9, 2, 2. For 6, 1, 2. And for 3, 0, 2. Good. So from these indexes, we need to get these indexes. Anything which you can do, anything which you can find, okay, this is changing, this is not. Yes, guys, are you able to find any conclusion? Correct. In your previous matrix, you can see the first, like the first numbers are denoting the row numbers, okay? But here, the first numbers you can consider the column numbers, but the columns are getting printed from the last column. Are you all able to follow this? This is your first column, but here the one that is printing is your last column, correct? Next is accordingly 0, 1, 2, that is the row number which is continuing for everything, correct? It is not varying in at all. So what can be written here? What can you actually print? What I'm saying is you have the original matrix. You need to print this rotated matrix. How can you print? Or how can you change its values? I'm waiting for your responses. If you have not understood what I discussed now, you can raise your question or you have to tell me what can be the expression. Decreasing column is perfect, but you need to tell me an expression which I should print. A of ji where, okay, okay. But Shekhar, don't you feel so that the first loop that we run for the rows, now that should be taken into consideration and see how it can work out? Okay, but yeah, it works, it works. Shekhar, your solution works. And Rohit, yours also it works. Same goes with Vaibhav. Vishnu, instead of n, because you know that indexing starts from 0, it should be n minus 1. And the remaining it works. Now I want to know how many of you are stuck in this problem and are not able to connect whatever I am saying. We just discussed the transpose of a matrix. It is almost similar to that, but still I want to know how many of you are stuck. Guys, do it fast. Are you all able to see my HackerRank screen or just the whiteboard? Okay, cool. Yeah, guys, I'm waiting for those who are not able to get this problem. Why all of you are silent when I'm asking the doubts? Like you all are saying we are having no questions, and still most of you are not replying as well. So how can I get that you're not getting as well and you're getting as well? Should I like conclude that part? I can't say anything about joining late. I'm getting still writing the code. Okay. Okay, then we'll just move to the coding part and I'll directly open the HackerRank platform. It's better to code up there. I will click on rotation of a matrix problem. And here we will write our code. And those who want to write their own code, you can just take out your headphones or mute me and you can keep writing your code on your own, okay? These loop that I'm writing for taking the inputs, so don't get confused. I've previously also written a code and I'm writing this code for rotation. If you want to see what matrix you are taking as an input, you can just print the entire matrix. I'm just doing for it the custom inputs because the test cases won't work. And here you can call your rotate matrix function. You can pass your matrix here. You can pass row number as well as column number. For rotation, the row numbers will remain the same as everyone pointed out. I will again show you the whiteboard just to know why row numbers remains the same. You can see here in every row, like previously also, here you can see for every row number, like for the first row, it was printing initially 0. then 1, and then 2, like 0, 1, 2. Here also 0, 1, 2, here also 0, 1, 2. That is, rows are continuing one by one. Here also you can see the same thing is repeating, but after your columns. Is everyone able to get this? That rows order is being the same. Great. Now, regarding the columns, you all must have noticed our columns are in the decreasing order. That is, first 2 is coming, then 1 is coming, and then 0 is coming. For that purpose, I will initialize my j with n, like m minus 1. It will continue up to j greater than equals to 0 and j minus minus. Everyone, are you clear with this? Not n, it should be m minus 1. M is the column number. And here you need to print your matrix. So you will be printing A of j and I. And it's done. Let's see if this works out or not. Yeah, sure. Vishnu, you can unmute.
So my question is on the whiteboard. Like, okay, if you want to finish, that's fine. Yeah. So my doubt is that the first number out of that pair of digits, I was assuming that it was row number. So in the left side, it is 0, 1, and 2.
Correct.
The left side, the numbers are row numbers. So I was confused when you said that when you when you move by right 90 degrees, the row number will remain same.
You can
So
see here, like here it is on the left, here the numbers are on the right, but numbers are the same, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you can notice for the first row, all the right side numbers are 0. On the
correct.
second row, all the right side numbers are 1. And similarly goes with the last row, correct?
Yeah, but now they represent column.
Correct. But
So
if you see from the printing perspective, you're printing the exact same number that you wanted to print, right?
yeah,
Is anything changing on that part?
yeah, the numbers are same, but positions are changing.
Positions have been changed, and that's exactly what our point is. That
Okay,
even though positions are changing, can you just print the exact same matrix that we want as the result? And that's why we are figuring out some kind of equations to get our result. I
right.
hope you're getting it. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any doubt still?
No, once we run it, then things will become clear. But yeah, the row has become column now. That's what my
I
doubt
will
was.
I will clarify it once again, okay?
Okay, okay.
Just let's see here. Actually, we needed to print. Okay, J is getting printed and then I. Here our expected output is this, but our output getting printed is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Can anyone help me with this? Why is it printing in this manner? Let's just run a custom test case. Okay, I'm copying this test again, custom input. I am having one test case. Do you all understand what does it mean by a test case? Okay, those who do not understand, it's just that whatever test case you have been given, like let's suppose the number is given as 4, okay, then you can continuously check for 4 matrices. See, you can see it is taking one input, then this is the second input, then this is the third input, and then it is the fourth input. So what happens is it makes easy for you to like not to run your program again and again for different inputs. You can just place the test cases, write whatever inputs you want to test it on, and then simply run that program at once. So it will give you all the result at once. Is it clear? Bhuvnesh, is it clear? Okay, great. And here one more thing is there, that is after the test case, you can notice if 1 is given, the size of the entire matrix is 1. If 2 is given, the size of the matrix is 4. That is, your matrix is a square matrix. Okay, so n and m are not required. You can just take n. And you can just pass here n. I hope everyone is understanding that. If one of the yeah, it will tell you that your entire program has failed. It will give you the result in that way, Bhuvnesh. Like it will print the result for your first test case, then second test case, then third test case, and then fourth test case. So it will show you where you are going wrong. I hope you are clear. Okay, so here I'll just give 1, 3, and see if it works or not. Actually, I've given her. It's only printing 3 and 3. Can anyone help me figure out what's going wrong? Array of JI is only getting printed. Let me just debug it. The problem is here. It is okay. Let me just run the same program in the IDE and see why it is not working. One is the test case, Gaurav. It is needed to be passed. Otherwise, it will give you the error. Let me just show you that again. Oh, it is giving. What's happening? Okay, great. Let's just try. See, it is working. Just give. Yeah, actually, I'm also reading. Correct. Here, the thing is that when we are giving the custom test case, okay, let me just try running it with the normal test case and let's just comment it out. It is not getting. It is giving some output. Okay, just give me a minute. Here we need to pass. We need to write the variable for test case. And we need to run a loop for that much test cases. It is printing our output, but here you can see that test case number 1, test case number 2 should also be printed. So you can just simply copy this. Instead of writing while loop, you can just here write a print statement. Should I be writing here test case number 1 only or something else should be written? T, not T, because if you will write T's value, let's suppose is 4. So it will print first test case number 4, then test case number 3, then test case number 2, and then test case number 1. But actually we need the entirely opposite of it, right? So you can do one thing here. Either you can, instead of while loop, you can run the for loop, which will start from 1 and it will go up to T. And in all the cases, you can just simply write here. Instead of 1, it is I. You can just remove this T minus minus and try running it. I is already taken. You can take here. Let's say M. No. Yeah, you can take M. Try running it. Instead of I, it should be M. And you're getting your results. So guys, the first thing that you learned here was use of test cases. And if there are test cases in a program, then what you should be doing here, you should be running a loop for the number of test cases. Inside that, you can write your entire code so that one by one, your program gets checked for every test case you are passing. Is it clear, guys? Okay. And see, your program is working fine. Any doubts here? Any questions so far? No. Now let's come back to our whiteboard and discuss what Vishnu was saying. So, Vishnu, if you go to this rotated matrix as well, its indexing will be the same as we write. That is, the first number will be 0, 0. The next number will be 0, 1. Next will be 0, 2. And same thing continues. Okay, since now it has been rotated, its indexing will remain the same. Are you getting my point? But since we wanted to print the numbers in a rotated format, we just tried to map this original matrix with this rotated matrix, and we figured out how we can actually map it. Mapping is nothing but, you know that in the first position you need to print the number at index 20, correct? You know that at index 10 you need to print the number of 21, yes or no? So simply what we did was we figured out a way how to print that number in that specific location. That's it. I hope you are able to get this, and everyone else as well. We are not doing anything else. Anyone, if you are having any doubt, you can just ask right now. I'm giving you 2 minutes of time. Okay, Bhuvnesh, I'll explain that. Others, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Bhuvnesh, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. While you were doing the transpose, how you figured out that A of ij is basically now getting printed as A of ji? Like what logic you followed there?
The row will be column.
Rows will be column. That is, if here your indexing were 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2.
1, 0, 1, 2, 2, 2.
So here, if I make them into columns, your indexing is gonna be,
Okay.
and here it is 2, 0, 2, 1, and 2, 2, correct? Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Now, entire same thing was getting followed here as well while rotation. Like if I rotated it, I was getting 7, 8, sorry, 7, 8, 9. Here you are getting 4, 5, 6, and here you are getting 1, 2, and 3. If I write it indexing for them, I got here 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Here I got 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Here I got 0, 0, 0, 1, and 0, 2. Correct?
Yes.
Now, if this mapping was easy, why not this? If you notice, hardly the difference only is in the here your columns are starting from 0. Here your column number is starting from 2. Like it is in the decreasing manner, it is in the increasing manner. Is there anything different in this? Yes, no?
Yes, fine. Makes sense.
Makes sense, right? So if we are printing transposes in that manner, we can also print the rotation of matrix in this manner, right?
Yes.
Correct. Still any doubts?
No, that's fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's okay. Guys, anyone still stuck in this problem? The actual gameplay comes into picture when you have been given this matrix. An interviewer asks you to actually rotate it. Actually rotate it in the sense that is, if I am printing right now, let's suppose A of 0, 0. Okay, what I will be getting? The answer will be 1, correct? Even after printing a matrix rotation, okay, I was just printing the rotated matrix. I was not actually rotating it. Then also if I go for finding out A of 0, 0, 0, what I will be getting? Again, I will be getting 1. So is your matrix actually rotated? No. So question of interviewer comes here. You have to rotate the matrix. How you are gonna do that? Can anyone help me with the solutions? You can have multiple solutions here. I just want you to brainstorm and tell me the solutions. Okay, Shekhar, just try doing that and tell me if it works or not. Same Vishnu, 90-degree. But it's just that you need not print it. You have to actually rotate it. That is, if after rotation of your matrix, I try printing A of 0, 0, I should be getting 7 here instead of 1. Works, but extra space will be taken. Obviously, you all know that you can create an extra matrix, a temporary matrix, and like the way we mapped here or we printed our rotated matrix, you can just simply one by one store the numbers in your new matrix and you can print it, right? Yeah, Vishnu is also saying the same thing. I hope everyone is able to understand that solution. Yes or no, guys? Okay, let me just quickly give you the demo of what I'm trying to say or what they are trying to say. Here, you can just make a new matrix. Let's suppose I'm making a B matrix of same size, that is 3, 3. I am writing both the for loops here, but the for loop will be in the manner of that is I equals to 0 entire for loop, and the same for loop for the J, which will start from n minus 1, and it will also continue. And inside this, I'm writing that B of J I, or better, B of, what should be written here? we have to map to 0, 0, right? So the loop will be the same. That is, your j will also start from 0 and it will continue. I will be writing here int of b of ij. Yeah, what should I assign it to? Can anyone help me with this? A of ji won't work because j is starting from 0, Vishnu. Okay, okay. As per everyone is saying, I'm just writing the observation. It will be A of not n minus j because n is your 3, j is your 0. So it should be n minus j minus 1. And your row number will remain the same. So this comes. Is everyone getting this part? Let me just write the entire stuff and see if it is working or not. And your matrix here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then comes your B matrix. Your B of ij, that is B of 0, 0, will be equals to n is your 3, j is your 0, and minus 1, which makes it 2. So A of 2, and I is again your 0. So A of 2, 0 is 7. It will be allocated to your first space. Is it clear? Then again, your loop will run. This will go up. Increase the value of j. Your j will become 1 now. And b of 0, 1 will be assigned as a of n is 2, sorry, n is 3, j is 1, and minus 1 again. And here your I will be 0 itself, which makes it a of 1, 0. So your b of 0, 1 will be assigned as a of 1, 0. What is your 0, 1 position? That is, you can say 2, and 1, 0 will be this. So 4 will come here. Is everyone able to follow this? That your 1, 0 position is coming to your 0, 1 position? Okay, I will continue it once more. Here, your j loop will run again. J will become 2. And your a here will come as 3 minus 2 minus 1 and 0. And here it will be a of 0, 0. A of 0, 0 is nothing but 1. So 1 will come here. So it is able to rotate one row successfully. Same thing will continue with the remaining one column successfully. So it will be able to rotate 2 other columns as well. Everyone is able to get that the solution is working. It is a fully fledged working solution. But the problem here is you are taking a new matrix. I want a solution from you. Shekhar, what is messed up? Can you unmute and say?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
So in that formula, B of ij equal to A of n minus j minus 1, and
correct,
then I. So for
correct.
n minus j, firstly we are running from j equal to 0, na? So for
Correct.
B of 0, 1, A of 3 minus 0 minus 1 will be there. Why 1?
Yeah, it happened, right? 3 minus 0 minus 1 happened, right? So it became 2.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
A of 2,
Okay.
0 it became.
So,
So
okay.
yeah, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I got it. So it was written 1, so that's why I
No,
was
actually
confused.
what was happening here, I was like running this loop for 3 times, right? So first I
Yes, yes,
ran,
ma'am. Okay, okay.
yeah,
Okay, got it, got it. Thank you. Okay.
okay. So this is working solution, but extra space is getting required. I want you all to figure out a way so that this solution do not require an extra space. Clear? So everyone, will you do it as a homework or should I just tell you right now?
No, where is the space coming into the picture?
Space is coming like you're taking an entire new matrix, right? Of
Okay.
an exact same size as your input. That is an
Okay.
extra space, right?
Okay. So just in A only, I have to get back with a new thing.
Yeah, you have to convert your entire matrix in the previous matrix only. That is as an original matrix. Nothing new should be taken.
So can I use temp variable like just int temp?
Sure, sure. You can use temp variable because it will just be a variable, okay? But here we are using an entire matrix, which is huge.
Okay.
Okay, then. So I won't be telling that solution today. You all just brainstorm,